Hey, howdy, and a big welcome back to Clemhawks, folks. I'm Yak alongside Clem, ready to take you through today's Twins news as we get set for, of course, a little bit of free agent preview for the Minnesota Twins. But first, folks, we are actually climbing up here in the subscriber department. We're on our way to hopefully hitting 5,000 by the end of the year. So if you'd be so kind to consider hitting that subscribe button while you listen to us talk all about Mitch Haniger today, that would be greatly appreciated. And as well, if you're excited to potentially see Mitch Haniger in one of those new look Twins uniforms this year, my friends, hit that like button here on the channel and let us know that you're excited. All right, Clem, to you, Mitch Haniger, Twins, where's this coming from?
Yeah, reports today, maybe even yesterday, show that Mitch Haniger looks to be the first free agent that the Twins are looking at. Honestly, I think it's not a bad idea. He's a great player. He has shown a lot of positives in Seattle. Also had a couple of injuries though, so we'll go over his stats here, I'm sure, in a second. But he's definitely a good player to go after. I don't know what the free agent market looks like, but from just a name perspective, I know that Mitch Haniger is good, and he's not going to cost a ton of money. So I think at least on the surface level, this looks like a great idea for the Twins. I don't think they're the front runners, but if they could maybe pull something, I would rather take a shot at Mitch Haniger than another $35 billion Carlos Correa experiment.
All right, so then that's exactly what I want to ask you is who else is in the mix for Mitch Haniger, and what do we have to be careful of here?
Well, the Dodgers, I mean, they're, John Morosi, I don't know how to say his name. I don't care either. Uh, he he reported that the Dodgers and the Angels are showing interest in Mitch Haniger, but also the Rangers are the most active suitors for Haniger. So um, definitely going to have some competition. Obviously, the Dodgers can go buy whoever they want, especially like I talked about in my other video with Aaron Judge, that they've got $70 million in cap space now. I mean, they could literally buy anybody in free agency. Um, so that's obviously going to be a struggle. The Rangers have definitely stepped up over the last year with the 500 million they dropped on Seager and Simeon. Maybe I don't know who the other guy was, but lots of money going to the Rangers as well. I think even when I was googling this topic, the Braves are in on him too. Like he's a hot commodity here, so it'll be interesting to see if the Twins actually make a move for him, and obviously that's going to drive up his price a little bit. So I think we should get into his stats here. Maybe that will tell a little bit more
Well,
of the story.
that's what I'm going to say. With the tweet from Joe Doyle mentioning the Twins' interest in Mitch Haniger, kind of what is the fit? Why do the stats tell you the Twins should be interested in Mitch Haniger?
Well, I think you look at the other way. Like why they are interested in anybody is because Kepler sucks. Like Kepler was garbage this year. He had such a bad year. Let me pull him up quick on Baseball Reference, but I know that he's mentioned in the Sports Illustrated article as like super bad. Um, Speaking of a great movie, so Kepler played 115 games this year, batted 227 with a 90 PS plus. Like that's not great. He's never really been a star either. He's never really been that guy. Never been an all-star, never done a lot. He's 29 now. His prime is like he's like in his prime, and if this is his prime, he's not like super good. Obviously Buxton is good. You've got to keep him under control and keep him out of injury, but he's obviously going to be good. You've got a ton of star power and Kirilloff and Gordon, and they can play the outfield. Arise can even play the outfield if he wants to. They have the options there, but adding a centerpiece of Haniger, especially in right field to replace Kepler, I think is the reason why you're even looking in the first place. And now going into Haniger's stats, I mean, he was an all-star in 2018. He did get injured, like I said. this past season, so that might be a little ding on him. I mean, there's positives and negatives to him both ways, but
But there's also postseason ball in there this year.
yeah, he did. Did he? He did what?
He
He didn't play,
he was injured during the Mariners postseason run.
wasn't he? He
I
was hurt the entire. I thought
I
maybe
don't know.
maybe he wasn't. I'm not sure. But 2021, if you take out the injury completely, go back even further. The year he was an all-star, I mean, he batted 285. I think he was a reserve that year. Like, I think he got put on like the day of or something. Somebody else quit, but still an all-star. And then 2021, he had 100 RBIs, 39 home runs, which was crazy. He had an OPS. Oh, gosh darn it. I quit. Okay, 1 second. Okay, we're back. 253 batting average. He had like 122 OPS plus. I mean, that's good stuff. Played in almost every game. Had a hit in every game. Like, the guy was pretty good in 2021, barring the injury that he had last year. He is a little older, so I don't think it would be a great, like, long-term deal. But to get a solid bat in at right field for the Twins, who I really don't know what they're doing, but to get a piece, a good piece, I think to fit, his stats show that he could be better than Kepler, and I think that's the point.
Okay, so you've made the argument for why Haniger, why the Twins should want Haniger. What's the argument saying stay away from Haniger?
I think the age is definitely one reason. Like, yeah, 31, he'll be 32 this year. Like, you're getting up there just a touch. Being a free agent now, it's like obviously he's going to want a little bit of money because he's a little older. He's a veteran technically. He's like 6 or 7 years now in the MLB, so he's going to want money. He is a little older, and his injury is definitely going to be a significant, I think, reason why they might not go with him. But like I said, I don't know who else is out there. So maybe Haniger is top of the list, but like I think there's a few big reasons why the Twins stay away from him. Also, you're competing against the Dodgers. Like, if the Dodgers want him, they'll go get him. So I personally, I don't think the Twins will end up getting him. I think if the Twins ended up with him, it wouldn't be a bad move. It'd be like another piece filling out the team, but I don't think he's a needle mover. I don't think the Twins actually do it. Like, they won't make the playoffs with him if they didn't have him. Like, he's a piece. He fits. He'll probably do well.
Yep.
But he pushes the needle,
All
and
right.
that's why I don't think push the needle on him.
So there you go. That's the information you need to know on Mitch Haniger this fine Tuesday in November. The free agency hot stove wide open with rumors. Clem, thank you so much for your time this evening. Very much so appreciated. Folks, I hope you took this time to help us consider hitting our goal of 5,000 subscribers. And if you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed what Clem had to say, leave a like as you head on out if you haven't already. I'm Yak, he's Clem. Have yourselves a great rest of your Tuesday evening. We will talk to you tomorrow.